Hello and welcome to Maggie's Fun Time. This is Magzie and we are back here on Hypixel Skyblock. This is the vanilla server. If you guys like this episode, make sure you smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get into this, guys. Today is day 2 of the top 5 videos that I'm doing this week. Today's video is going to be on bows. I wanted to go through some caveats here, and then I have my top 5 bows, starter bows picked out on the bottom here. Some of them are easy to get, some of them are not that easy to get. Most of them you can just buy for under like 2 million, so they're not that bad to get, and some of them you just get through questing. You don't have to actually do anything for. So first things first, there are pets in the game that increase your damage. If you're using a bow, make sure you get one of those pets. One of the best ones, I think, for catacombs, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're doing dungeon runs with these bows and you're being an archer build, the skeleton pet is pretty good. It doubles your damage while you're inside dungeons. It scales up as the pet level, so you want to get that one max level first, and then get him all the way up to legendary or whatever his max rank is. I have a skeleton pack. I will not be using him in this video, but I do need to upgrade him. I don't do bows that often on this this profile, but as you can see there, it does increase damage by, which is double in dungeon. So you got increased damage, and then you do double that inside dungeon. So this is just the uncommon version of this pet. The more let's go look real quick. It's not that hard to come in here and just look at the pet. So come on. So we go into here, and we go to Skelly, and that should do it for us. And then if we go here, we can take this up to legendary here. Let me make sure you guys can see everything about the pets here. There we go. Come in here. That's the skeleton horse. There we go. Skelly here. Legendary. Is there one that's 100 on here so you can see what a level 100 is? Let's see. Let's go over a page. There's a 40. It's a 42. 59. I'm sure there is somewhere. There's an 80. That's skeleton horse. What's the skeleton horse do? Nah, nothing good. 93. That's about the highest we're going to get right now. I don't feel like searching 4 or 5 pages and make this video really, really long. So the first ability there, as you can see, and it goes up as you level him up. So it'll go up higher. And then there's a combo. A combo stacks for every bow hit, grants +3 strength to a maximum of 18.6 stacks. And then skeletal defense, your skeleton shoots an arrow that does 30 times critical damage when a mob gets close to you. And this one has a foraging bonus on it for some reason. Who knows? Yeah. The best I would the turtle is about the best. And this one's almost max, so you can get, as you can see, you can get that damage bonus up pretty substantially. So make sure you got that. The second thing you can do to up your damage is down here, just right next to the weaponsmith. But before you get to Rosita, there's a little stairs that leads down, and there is a guy here called Jax. You come in here, you talk to him. I have target practice 3 unlocked to try to beat. I am really bad at this, so make sure you come down here, get you a good fast short bow, or one that shoots multiple arrows, and come down here and do these things. I found short bow works best for me, but you guys can use whatever. There are some videos online that will show you how to do this the fastest possible way, and you can get all these unlocked. Once you get them unlocked, you have Jax here. You talk to him. You want to buy the arrow swapper. The arrow swapper will let you switch your arrows to other arrows, and then you get arrows unlocked based on what you've unlocked. So I use emerald tipped arrows myself. but you can get up pretty high. Ice arrows is 24. And then anything after this, I have to have part 3. But as you can see, the maximum arrow is Nanozorb arrows. What's that? Replaces damage reduction from Pierce effect. Okay. Prevents target from walking for 1 point. Okay. Explosive. Yeah. So I'm guessing this one is the max right here, and then the rest of these just do special stuff like ignores defenses and that kind of stuff. I don't know if these are even worth getting, but you do have to pay with resources and not money to buy these arrows. But make sure you unlock these, and make sure you get the swapper here, and make sure you switch it whenever you want to use that arrow type. And once you switch it, you just put it in your bag. You don't have to carry it around on you. So that caveat, you want to use different arrows, the maximum amount of arrows that will give you the maximum amount of damage based on the bow that you're actually using. Okay, so I'm going to start out here. Let's get our let me make sure that I can actually see all of these without my GUI being down. Yeah. Now, I have not enchanted any of these. Most of these will work better enchanted. That's not the point of this video. I will be fully enchanting this one and fully upgrading this one. And that's because of how this one works. But the rest of these is fine the way they are. The first one is the Artesian Shortbow. I will take you over here and show you how this one works. Or the damage that it does. Just flat damage here. And you right click, or you can left click with this one. And it's 2,000 damage, flat base damage there. And this is the bow. The only reason why this is on my list is because this is the bow you use to get a bow pet. Basically, people get this one. Another good one is one that shoots multiple arrows, but is actually really low damage also. But you just want really low damage. You also want to use flint arrows and not your expensive arrows to go get the bow pet. And basically, you find him and you just hit him over and over again till he's about ready to die. You back off, you come back, and then you just keep doing that over and over again until you get a large amount of hits on him. Eventually you'll get the bow pet. The bow pet's based on how many hits you get on bow before you passes on. So it's a little thing there. But so Artesian Shortbow, it's a really good starter bow. I really don't like using this one. The reason why I don't like using this one is because you're going to go get the Dragon Shortbow if you're going to be using shortbows. And so, like, I just go ahead and do the quest line. I level up to 12, go do the quest line, and I get the Dragon Shortbow. But this is a good starter bow, especially if you're doing bingo or something like that, starting a new profile. There's no reason not to grab this one and start using this one, and then upgrade to the Dragon Shortbow later on. Okay, speaking of the Dragon Shortbow, it is the second bow in my pick here. So we're going to do, let's say, a right click there. 10,000 damage. Now this one is enchanted. I don't think this is fully enchanted, but it is enchanted. It does have some enchants on there. 10,000. And just in case you guys are wondering, I'm not doing no funky things with. I've just got my regular combat set on. This is set up for intelligence. This is not maximized for bow damage, so these could do more if you had the right setup. But that being said, 10,000 to start out with, not bad, not bad. So the third bow we have here is the Undead Bow. Now I would tell you how to get. I should tell you how to get each one of these. So the Artesian Bow, because I did that in the first video. If you come back to the teleport where you spawn in at the hub, the Artesian Bow is sold at the weapons merchant. Now this is a caveat again. If you're starting a new profile and you're looking for weapons and you're doing the Librarian Gambit, don't talk to the weaponsmith. If you have the auction house undone, I would get a bow off of there. There's lots of good short bows on there for cheap. So I would get one off there and don't worry about talking to him. Other than that, you can just talk to him and he sells these short bows. You come in here, weaponsmith, He has quite a few bows in here, and the artesian short bow is right there. So there we go. Now, the dragon short bow requires you to have unlocked and I don't like using stuff that needs to be unlocked, but it requires you to have the end unlocked to get the bow, not to use it, to get it. Now, I believe people are selling these on the AH, so you can probably get one off of there too. But just do the quest line and do it. So you go here. There'll be a guy standing up here. You talk to him. You get all the equipment that he asks you for. You come back and talk to him. He will be downstairs. We're going to go down here. And then the Lone Adventurer. You talk to the Lone Adventurer after you get all the equipment from the different places. And then he'll tell you that he lost his bow inside of here, and he needs you to find it. Now, sometimes he will require you to kill a dragon. So you have to kill a dragon to do that. You go over to these guys here. They changed their name. That's weird. They used to be watchers, now they're seers? Anyway, they will have the bow, and then you kill them, and you grind them, and after so many kills, you'll unlock the drop. So, and then it'll drop for you. If you get lucky, it'll be quick. If you don't get lucky, you'll be there 20 minutes most, and you get the bow from that. Let's get out of here, because the screaming is really annoying. Third we have is the undead bow. Now, the undead bow you get over in the dungeon area. I do like using this on bingo sometimes. The problem is most of the stuff that bingo tells you to do and has you do for challenges wise are immune to bow damage. So it's kind of pointless to do a bow build on bingo unless you're just trying to challenge yourself. But you can buy it here, straight up undead bow. Now the best thing about this bow is this bow can be upgraded. There is upgrades for this bow. I think there's 2 or 3. I think there's 3 upgrades to this bow, which unlock as you go through dungeon runs. So, do cata runs, and you'll start unlocking the upgrades for this bow. It can get pretty substantial in damage, and it's pretty good. And if you're going to be using it on undead, it's a great bow to use for that. Now, the rest of these bows are not short bows, so you do have to pull back and actually shoot these things, and I'm going to show you that now. So unlike the short bows, the next 3 bows are not short bows. So you don't do that. You can't do that with these. It'll hit them, but that won't do the damage. So you need to actually draw them back and shoot them. And as you see, 7,000 damage. Remember, this one is just unenchanted. Yeah, 7,000. Now this does 100% damage, so the more damage you put on this, the more damage it will deal. So just be mindful of that. You can do your hot potato books and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so there you go. Let's go back over to the actual hub. We'll start from there. The next one is kind of controversial. You guys can tell me where you like it. I like this bow. It's kind of weird. This is the Spider's Queen Stinger. Now, this thing does upgrade. We're going to shoot this bow, then we're going to upgrade it and shoot it again. The only problem I have with this is the ore around it kind of makes it do the same amount of damage to everything, and it kind of works a little weird. Now, the more strength you have on your equipment and stuff like that, and on the bow itself, the more powerful this area damage is. So just be mindful of that. When we upgrade it, it's going to be times 6 instead of times 2.5, I think. But let's go show you the base damage. Then we're going to upgrade it, and then we're going to show you the other damage. And I think I have enough. If not, I'll just buy the enchanted dark oak. So this is not short bow, so you have to drop back. And piece of crap. So 1,000. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So the bow does the damage on there, and it does not do the actual damage. I like this one. Some people don't like it. But this is true damage, okay? So when you hit people with this, it's true damage. And if you have Pierce, it will go through and hit everybody. See if we can't get this thing to hit multiple targets here. See how I don't even have to aim, right? Let's see if we can't pass through a bunch of these people. Nope. I'm trying to get them close. You have to be close there, like this. There we go. So if you line them up like that, you can really do some substantial damage. It is area damage, not hit damage. You don't have to hit the actual target. You can just pass it near them. Yeah. Now, there's an upgrade to this bow too. So let's go ahead and upgrade this. What we're going to do is look at the recipe here, and then we're just going to go over one. And this is the bow. It's an upgraded version of the other bow. It does a lot more damage. And remember, you want to stack strength on this. All right. So I think I've got a pet that does strength, so we can put that on, and I can show you what I'm talking about. We'll do the base one first. So there, I've went ahead and upgraded this one. Now it is the Spider Queens, but it has a 600 there. And then we're going to show you the damage just with this one. 2,400. And remember, this is true damage. And then what we're going to do is get a pet that has strength on it. Let's see if I can find one real quick. True defense. Do I not have a strength pet? I may not have one. There's one. Yeah, that one doesn't actually increase that much, does it? I think let's go with the hound pet. It seems like that's the highest one I have right now. And now, if we look at this one, yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit more damage. But you want to stack strength with this one, and remember, it's passing through groups of enemies, so you do want Pierce on this one, and let it go through enemies. You do want to try to shoot it past as many enemies as possible, that kind of thing. But what people complain about is the actual aura effect overrides the actual hit on this one. So it should do a lot more damage with the hit. So let's see if we can't get a direct hit on this guy. Yeah, that shouldn't be the ore there. It should be the total damage there. Anyway, it's a little weird. I like it. You guys can tell me how you feel about that one. It's a little controversial. And our last bow is the Savannah bow. Now, the Savannah bow, you don't really actually got to do anything for. You unlock it through your collections, which you're going to be doing anyway. So, the Savannah bow is unlocked in the acacia tree. Right here. This is the Savannah bow right here. The recipe for this one. No, that's the stick. There you go. Savannah bow. It doesn't cost that much to get, right? And then it's just 3 enchanted sticks and 3 enchanted string to craft. It is only 500 to unlock this. You can get this when you first start out, and this is a great bow to start out with. It's not a short bow, but it is a great bow to start out with. And I'm going to show you the damage with this one, and then we're going to upgrade this one, and then I'm going to show you the damage afterwards. So just the base damage, just based on the 50 right there. And we will switch our pets back out. So I think for the rest of them, I was using the alpha pet. So 5,000. Base. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video, and I'm going to put every damage increasing thing I can on here. We're going to get it fully enchanted. I'm going to show you the power of this bow fully maxed out. All right. See you guys in a second. Okay, guys, we're back. This is the best I can get to here. There's probably a little bit more tricks you guys can do. Don't forget that increased damage will work on this bow, so we can put a thing on that increases your bow damage. I think the only one I have that will do that is this guy, and he's not even leveled up, so there's no point showing that off. But let's go look at this damage now. $9,000, almost 10,000 damage. And we got Pierce on this one, so Pierce does work right on this one. So you can get this bow, you can max it out. You can spend, I think we might have spent like 20 million on this bow. Oh. There we go. So, for a little gut bow to start out with, it doesn't take much to get. You can max this one out and then start saving up for a better bow than this one. Probably some kind of short bow. Yeah. So, and if you're wondering, the dragon short bow here compared to that one, I will show you. 10,000. So for this, now I did put some money in this one, so compared to this one, it's not got as much stuff on it, but it is comparable to the short bow, the dragon short bow. I like it. You guys let me know, what is your favorite starter bow in the game? What did I miss? Put it in the comments down below. If you like this episode, make sure you smack that like button. It really helps out with the channel, with the YouTube views, YouTube searches, YouTube algorithm movement for the channel. If you subscribe to my channel and you want to get notifications when I have new videos out, all you gotta do is go to my page, hit the subscribe button, set your settings, you can come check out the videos. If you do like this episode, you want to share it with your friends, tell them what you like it, there's a share tab down below. There's links to their social media site. There's a link there for you to copy and post on YouTube community page. Any tips, tricks, or comments, put it in the comments down below. See you guys later.